thank you, Mr. Mashi, for coming in to talk today. I know last year's set in Spook House, you said was one of those detailed sets that you had ever made. How does this set compare with that one?
This set, well, it's completely different, which is interesting. We had the haunted castle look to Spook House. A whole different genre now. Now we're in Western mode, so we have to basically create a whole town, a whole Western town. So the back part of the stage is taking on a whole 3D facade. Instead of getting a backdrop, it's just two-dimensional. We've been building a skyline, basically, of Western buildings. Still a lot of moving parts. The saloon is a huge structure that I'm standing on now with a front porch and a whole interior, and that's a large structure to move. It's similar to the building we used in Little Shop as far as size goes, so it takes a lot of people to move that.
Public.
Online ticket sales are going well. We're hearing that it's really easy to use. People are happy that there's no service fees, which is really great. A lot of times if you get tickets online for an event and you have to pay service fees, we don't have that, and that's being received very well. So we'll start advertising in the local paper and media this week, actually. So we're hoping that those sales will skyrocket even more. We will be offering a senior citizen discount as well. That's a new thing that we've been talking about, and a student discount, but they will be available only at the door, so we can't really limit how that will work online. So those options will be available, but overall, online ticket sales, from what I understand on the user end, is going great, and I'd say we have just over 200 tickets being sold as of right now, which is 200 more than this time last year, so
definitely.
That's great.
And I know last year, was the last year of a lot of your stage crew. A lot of them graduated, so it's a little smaller this year. How's their work been going behind the scenes?
The transition was a little challenging. Usually we're lucky enough that we have upperclassmen that mentor younger underclassmen. But this time around, we had a huge amount of seniors that all left, and underclassmen are just coming in now. So it's okay. We still have some leaders that have been around for a while that are able to train them. There's just a lot going on at once, and the show is very complex as far as detail goes. So we're teaching simple things, even like certain painting techniques for weathering and wood grain and stuff like that. That's a bit of a challenge. It's going well. And we're lucky enough that we see some underclassmen that are taking on leadership roles too now, that hopefully they'll be able to stick with it for a few years.
Like, how much unexpected breakthroughs did you find in the auditions?
It was actually pretty crazy. When some of our underclassmen came in this year, they came out of their shell like crazy, and we talked, Mr. Mashi and I, saying how much improved they did and how much they were really willing to put themselves out of their shell to be in their character. So it really made auditions quite difficult to choose our characters because we were not expecting so many of them to just be so great.
How has it been going? How have they been coming together and bonding during rehearsals?
The bonding has been great. We started day one when we had our boot camp, and it was great. We did a lot of different activities where they got to know each other, because some of them are really great friends and some didn't know each other at all. So it was really good to start day one with getting to know each other, getting to know what their characters were like, and then every day it's just been getting so much better. In rehearsals, they're fooling around on stage and off stage, which sometimes can be good and bad, but they're building that bond, which then you see on stage because it makes a complete cast.
Is this the first Western show you've done?
It is.
What's that like?
It's different.
Yeah.
It is different. The accents are a little challenging because you gotta have a good balance between not too much accent, not enough accent, or if you go the wrong way and it becomes British instead of country.
Yeah.
So it is a little challenging, and it kind of breaks the kids out of their comfort zone. Yes, we live in Alden in a country setting, but it's not as Western. It's going back in time quite a bit to make them, think about history.
Mm-hmm. And so we're in week 3 now of rehearsals. How's the progress been of the cast and crew?
It's doing great. We actually were really surprised. We staged Act 1 in 4 days, which it goes really, really fast. But then we can go back and add things, add gestures, add more character, and they're doing really, really great. We just finished Act 2, so now it's more running the show, getting, that fluidity of things and being able to add more funny things into it.
Well, thank you. Thank you for coming down to sit down and talk.
Thanks.